Welcome back to our NHL 20 goalie tips series, and in this video we're talking about goalie builds. I get the most questions about what's the best goalie build, what goalie build do you use, what goalie build is the best for stance 35, and my answer is that it doesn't really matter. Use whatever's the most comfortable for you. The attribute effect for goalies in this game, meaning the difference between 91 and 85, is very minimal and not that noticeable. So use a build that you're most comfortable with, but I will give you my basic advice and guidance on how to make the best one for yourself. The only thing I'm gonna suggest is that you put your height between 6'3" and 6'5" for the best results. I find that my reach and my positioning is just better at these taller heights. People find 6'3" gives them better animations when the puck's in close. Some people find it doesn't matter at all, but I suggest you go 6'3" to 6'5" to not only make yourself feel more comfortable, but I think your teammates will be a little more comfortable if you're taking up more of the net. Now, if you can make 5'10" work, make it work. I don't know if it's mental for me, but I either change my play style when I play with a smaller goalie, which you shouldn't do, or I just give up more goals because I'm smaller. I'm not sure, but something weird goes on when I play 5'10", and I think I'm some speedy hero whipping around my crease. I don't know. I just like to play a bit higher. That's what I'm more comfortable with. Again, if you can make that work, please make it work. I would love to see it. Now let's go over my builds. You guys can use these if you'd like. You can build off of them, customize them yourself to whatever you'd like. But these aren't the right answers. It's just what I like. My first main build, my primary build that I use, is hybrid at 6'4", 180 pounds, quick recovery 2, down low 1, and my specialties cross crease master. Now you'll see my glove and stick high stats are 86. Again, if my feet are set, I make high saves. It doesn't matter if it's at 81, if it's at 92 or 95, I still seem to make all the saves I need to, so I didn't worry about it. What I did notice after playing a butterfly build is that with glove and stick low, for whatever reason, I seem to kick out more loose pucks. So I kind of wanted to boost it up my low stats a little more. Now it's not that much, it's only 88, but I just find it helps me, and whether that's mental, it's mental. 79 5-hole, don't worry about that. Rebound control 85. I get those fancy new NHL 20 rebound control animations a lot less frequently than when it's at like 90 plus. Shot recovery's at 95. I love being able to stand up and chain saves together quicker, so that's why I like this build. Speed and agility, 91, 91. I like a faster build. I do notice a difference between like 91 speed and 85 speed. I like it fast. Some people like a slower build because it forces them to be more conservative with their positioning. Again, that's personal taste. You should try out both. And 90 vision. Vision affects how well your goalie handles screen plays and deflections. I personally don't want to use the deflection master specialty, so I like to have a higher vision, and you can gain vision by adding height to your goalie or using hybrid or stand-up. Now here's the second build I use, and I found this build to be pretty good as well. Butterfly at 6'5", 199 pounds, sealed 5-hole 1, down low 1, and cross crease master. You'll see glove and stick high 82 and 83, where glove low and stick low are 91. Again, if my feet are set, I don't get sniped up high. Maybe you have a different experience, but at the level I play at, I haven't noticed a difference, but I do notice a difference with 91 stick and glove low. I'm kicking out pucks like a madman. 88 5-hole, which is higher than normal, the builds I use. Rebound control 92, I get those fancy deflection rebound saves a ton. It's awesome. I love those animations, but again, up to you if you want those to kick in. Vision is at 90. That's because I'm at 6'5". Butterfly typically has lower vision, so you need to boost your height to get more vision, or if you go smaller, you're going to have no vision at all. Again, personal preference. Agility and speed 85. It's a bit slow for my taste, which is why I use the hybrid one, but some people, again, really like those slower builds. Now let's talk a little bit about the reasoning behind some of my choices. Last year I talked about the PK energy specialty being the only specialty you should be using at a high level, because after you successfully kill off a penalty, your team gets full energy back, 100% energy. It boosts the team. Goalie attribute effect is low, So you really shouldn't be worried about boosting your own stats. You should be helping your team. I still believe that to be true. However, some elite level players can handle their endurance better than others, and some elite level players don't take penalties that often. So if your team's not taking very many penalties and they're a team who can handle their energy by not skating around like madmen all the time, then you don't need the PK energy trait. You don't need it. So use something else like Deflection Master, Cross Crease Master, One Time Wonder, anything you want. Just make sure there's some common sense behind why you're using it. Now moving on to the attributes. Everyone freaks out when I give them my builds and my 5-hole is like 75. I have not noticed the difference between 75 5-hole and 95 5-hole. It doesn't matter, shots still go in 5-hole. The only consistent way to save 5-hole shots is to manually butterfly. You gotta drop down and cover it yourself, which is the way it should be. It adds skill to the position. Yes, it's really hard. It is really hard to manually butterfly and time it up properly to make those saves, but also not drop and put yourself out of position. It happens, but it's part of the game and you gotta get used to doing it, and it adds a level of skill to the position, which is what we should want. There should be a little bit of a learning curve. Next is vision. I value vision a ton, all right? I don't want to have to deal with screens when I can see the puck on my screen myself. As a human person, I can see the puck. I want my goalie to save it. I don't want to have to worry about low vision causing a screenshot to go in or a bad deflection to go in. So I boost it up as high as I can. Then there's no excuses there. And I prefer to put my specialty in somewhere else other than the Deflection Master specialty. Speed and agility we've talked about. Again, I do notice a difference between 85 and 90 speed. So whatever you like, make sure you adjust your speed and agility accordingly. In rebound control, again, we talked about it, but the higher it is, the more chances you'll have to smother pucks, but also use those new fancy rebound control animations where you direct pucks into the corner and up off the glass. So if you want that higher and you want those to kick in more, make sure you put it up into the 90s. If you don't really care about that, then you can drop it down to the 80s. That's it for this video, guys. Thanks for watching. I hope it helped. Any questions, feel free to drop me a message on Discord or in the comments. We'll see you next time.